the fuck?
Yo, guys! We are here with the It Takes All Kinds podcast, episode 200.
That's right, everybody. Today is episode 200. And you know what that means. We're
going down to Big Town.
We're going down to
Big Town Burgers.
Big Town Burgers, and we're going to see what's going on. Oh, yeah, I just love the taste. It's really excellent, really good. And we're going to see just what people think of the new Sloppy Slugger Burger. This is my second time having this burger in 2 days. That's just how much I love it. You see, people really love Big Time Burger, and that's why we love it too.
I don't know what I'd do without it. My soul is linked to this place.
Is that the owner?
Yeah.
My soul is stuck in this place. I can't get out of here.
I can't leave. I drink 500 burgers a day.
There was a really destructive part of my brain that almost screamed for help, and then I remembered that I probably can't and shouldn't do that.
Help me!
I really wanted to, though, and I almost did it, but then I was like, don't do that.
Don't do it.
Episode 200.
Well, yeah, it's 200.
Yeah. Man, we
have a huge show.
Huge show. Monumental show this week, guys. We have special guests calling in. We're going to be doing
testimonials,
some giveaways, some Tesla motorives,
some testicles.
So we got some testicles we're going to be trying on. Oh man, guys, you are really in store for a special one this week. Let's just get it off the rip here, Gavin. Your pal, whose name escapes me.
His name's Jacob. Everybody calls him Mike. He introduces himself as Chuck Biggs again in this video.
This guy has 3 names. So let's just watch the video. This is a little testimonial. Our first of many guests today. He wasn't able to call in, so we do just have him a video testimonial. So let's give that a watch.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Chuck Biggs again, congratulating you on episode 200 of It Takes All Kinds. Keep up the great work.
Wow, we could have just recycled that with the last one he sent in, and then just had him say 200 over top of it.
Yeah, I should have sent him the old clip that we had and just had him go 200.
Yeah, that's
instead.
What I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because if I had time, well, I don't have my other hard drive plug. Or no, I do have that one. No, I don't have it. I was going to say we could just pull out the 100 one and give that a watch. So thanks, Chuck, Mike, Jacob. Those are the 3 apostles.
He's Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
John,
that's why
Mike,
his name is my name too.
John, Mike, Chuck, or Heimer Schmitz.
Uh-huh.
His name is my name too. Guys, episode 200. What are we talking about today besides this?
Carson, what have we got on the docket of this massive freaking dump of an episode all the way up to 200?
Well, we got 2 patties, 2 slices of bacon, and 1 heaping pile of our famous comeback sauce. We're going to be really just diving in and making every time we go we're going to be talking about Happy Inauguration Day. Why did it stop? Happy Inauguration Day, everybody. Wow, a new day. We finally have a new president. Depending on when you're listening to this, we could have, who knows which president we'll have by the time
we could have
to this. Could have soda.
We could have
Obama.
We could have Obama. I heard Obama. Hold on, my nephew wants to tell us about Inauguration Day. We actually have my nephew calling in. Where's his accent coming from today? I think it's because of the burger thing. We got my nephew calling in, and he's going to be telling us about Inauguration Day. Ain't that right? Well, I heard that Obama is coming back from Afterlife because he died. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, buddy.
Happy Inauguration Day, guys. I mean, 2025 is gearing up to be the greatest year of all time, potentially.
Yeah.
We had the fires. You had snow, big snow.
Mm-hmm. We'll get into that.
What was the other thing? There was something else that bad that happened this year. Jimmy Carter
died.
David Lynch, which we'll talk about in a
David
minute.
Lynch just recently passed away.
And now we got President Trump back, dude. Are you kidding me? Okay, but I know you guys don't like Trump, but think of all the awesome content that came out of that time. It's going to be a great time for content. Have you heard people say that?
I have, and I also was just thinking about like the news media cycle, just to go off on a quick tangent here.
That's fine.
I don't know if people remember this, but during the 2016 Trump presidency, something would always happen on Friday, but no one would be able to address it until Monday. So you have the entire weekend to grovel, sit on this, just fucking cause debates online. You could go crazy every weekend scrolling the internet as if you don't already, but like especially during the Trump presidency, it was like something awful would happen Friday or Friday evening. It was literally like 4:00. Something would happen. Everybody would have gone home from the news media, and then they have the weekend to talk about it with pundits that don't really talk about the news all the time,
right?
And people online making speculations.
Well,
so.
that's. I found out recently that that's just kind of the way it's always been. Where, I've learned that because Biden released something or said something on like. I think it was like a Friday night, and like it like got lost in the shuffle because nobody like talks about news. Nothing happens over the weekend. Yeah, which is so funny. But we happen over the weekend. I mean, we happen Friday night too. I guess we're kind of part of the problem too.
We happen Friday night,
but we're like a weekly roundup, and also we're talking about the future, even though it hasn't happened yet, with Inauguration Day. But so much great content. God, fucking idiots, whoever says that. I mean, I know a lot of it is people looking on the bright side of things, which is like, sure, thank you. But it's when people hedge it as like, it's not going to be that bad. Think about the great stuff. It's like,
we're no longer, I don't think we're in the golden age of media anymore, to be quite honest with you.
No, and also it's like, it's not worth him being a president.
Right.
like
not at all.
That's the main point. Again, I know there are people who I know personally who have said it to look on the bright side of things, which I do appreciate. Then we're going to be talking, speaking of snow, we are going to be talking a lot about snow. Gavin brought us a story because the snow still has yet to be cleaned up in a lot of parts of Missouri, St. Louis area.
Still icy.
Which ties into our Nextdoor Drama, which is back, first one of the year. Been gone for, over a month now. Excited to get into that. The debut of 2025, Gavin's Techno World, with some fun stories. The Switch 2, and then a Doom art gallery is all I know that Gavin has pitched to me, and I'm excited about that. What you listen to, of course. And of course, episode 200. Let's start off with saying we're gonna say thank you, President Trump, 200 times.
Okay,
I'll start it off. Thank you, President Trump.
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 Thank you, President Trump, for coming down and trying our big blowjob burger. We love it, and everybody loves it, too. Oh, man, I'd come down here every lunch break just to have another slice of that big, juicy burger.
Thank you, President Trump, for trapping my soul in all eternity to this place. There's nothing I'd do. There's nothing I'd rather do every weekend than work at this place.
Is he a sea otter?
Yeah, yeah.
That's something I'd rather do than to be working at this place.
There's nothing better I'd like to do than live here all weekend.
Thank you for trapping my soul into this place, President Trump.
I don't know what I do out here.
I don't know what I do out
here.
I don't know what I do out here. Gavin, we mentioned it briefly. David Lynch passed away. Big rest in peace.
To the legendary director.
To the legend. No jokes.
And actor.
Gavin, what is your connection to David Lynch? You kind of already told me, but
Yeah.
and then I can share mine after.
I mean, I'll be completely honest with you. I've not engaged with a lot of David Lynch content.
Because you're against it.
Yeah, that's right. I had not heard. I've heard of I'd heard of Twin Peaks, not just because of the restaurant.
Or those big old milk.
Yeah,
Twin Peaks. Right. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's Twin Peaks. I'm saying. The thing about it is, one of the first people I thought of was my friend Eli. Shout out Eli. They had gotten me into, just tried getting me into David Lynch ever since I started talking to him.
Talking to David Lynch.
Talking to my friend Eli. But they had tried very hard to get me to watch Lost Highway, Mulholland Drive, Twin Peaks. They had offered me their Criterion collection of his films. They'd offered me a whole bunch of clips, quotes. Essentially, this person just talks in David Lynch quotes. So he loves, or they love David Lynch to eternity and back. So, first person I thought of. So Eli, I hope you're doing okay if you listen to this.
You didn't even reach out to him?
No, I did.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I was like, I was like, 2025 sucks, dude.
Yeah.
He's like, it can only go up from here.
Yeah.
But I last night, and I had mentioned to you that essentially all last night I was watching just David Lynch highlights, his homages, his acting, clips from Twin Peaks, especially that Red Room clip, which was referenced in Scooby-Doo and The Simpsons.
And something recently. I forgot.
Yeah, something very recently.
All the fucking time.
Yeah, I didn't realize the thing that I realized about that scene, and I just want to talk about that just in the 2-minute scene I watched of that, is that he 100%, almost certainly, had the actors try and say the words in reverse and then reverse footage so that it would sound like that.
Okay.
Like the way that they're acting in that scene is very off-putting, obviously, because it's reversed. Like if you watch that scene, if you ever get a chance, it is very much just like, this is probably the most David Lynch thing to do, is to make his actors say things in reverse instead of just reversing footage and then reversing it back. But he probably made them say their lines backwards because they always end their words with a, and you don't end your words with a, you start your words with a. I mean,
I do because I have asthma, but.
Right, that's true. You're always sipping on that oxygen, that sweet oxygen. But yeah, I mean, truly, I think I will probably get into them, and I know people will. I just have this habit as soon as someone passes away that I start indulging in. I do that too, especially a content creator. I mean, for lack of a better word, director, visionary.
I would
director.
I wish David Lynch was still alive so he could hear you call him a content creator.
Content creator. I mean, he did create content during COVID like that. Yeah. He did do like a daily musing. Yeah. Like a morning musing of the weather.
Yeah, weather report.
The morning report, and that was I did watch some of those clips, and that was pretty endearing. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's tough, and I know that a lot of people were influenced by him. So, hopefully they're able to get through the rest of this week and use all of his tips and tricks. One of the things that there was a highlight reel of him saying, write down all of your ideas because otherwise you'll want to commit suicide.
That's funny.
Like forgetting an idea makes people want to commit suicide. Yeah. Yeah. And that's his thing. So, I was remembering an idea that I had and I almost forgot about. So I almost killed myself. It was the horror movie where the monster is a cartoon character that I mentioned to you in passing. So I wrote that down as a reminder to myself.
Oh, as something that you think would, we were talking about that.
Yeah, just like an idea. He's like, write down your ideas. So I was just like, okay, cool. I'll start writing down my ideas.
David Lynch is one of those people who seems like someone I would really, really like his stuff. Like, it makes sense, especially like the people who are like my heroes, so to speak, or people who I'm into, especially in like in the comedy world, especially, with like Tim and Doug and those guys, of course, big fans. But then like so many other people, I mean, Eric Andre, and like I know Sarah Sherman, huge Lynch fan, and so many other people. And the weirdest thing to me, and I think I told you this a while ago, is that my parents like watched Twin Peaks as it was coming out.
Yeah.
Back in the day with another couple that they've been friends with forever. And I realize now that it wasn't because my parents wanted to watch it. It was because their friends wanted to, and it was a chance for them to hang out. But I think they genuinely got into the show. And so I remember after high school, they were like, oh yeah, you should watch it. And I watched the first episode of the first season, and I don't even think I finished it.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I still don't think I understand it. Like, I don't understand if it's supposed to be corny or if it's supposed to be weird. I don't know. I'm very confused. I was very confused by it. Which is weird that I would even care. Yeah.
The divisiveness of David Lynch is that he doesn't want people to understand it. He wants you to watch it.
Which is what I should do. And I will eventually get around to it. I don't watch a ton of TV shows, but... And then the only other thing I've watched, admittedly, from him is I watched Eraserhead from 77. And I think my understanding is that's like people who are Lynch heads, that's not their favorite Lynch movie. And I don't really know why. I'm wondering if it's because it's maybe the most like understandable. Like, it's not super weird, or maybe it is. Maybe it's the opposite. I can't really remember much about it. And that I was kind of like whatever about. So I don't know. I'm curious to see if I can really dive in. I've been like, actually, since I moved out here, I've been like really wanting to watch Mulholland Drive because I'm like, I want to watch movies about LA, and all of his movies are pretty much about LA. And
Inland
Empire, of course. And I still have yet to watch it because like I think I was about to, and then it was like not on a streaming service I had anymore. And then I checked last night and it's still not. So I don't know. I want to watch that. And I want to watch all of his stuff. I want to watch Blue Velvet and all those movies. I don't know. I'm curious to see if I don't know. I don't know why I wouldn't like his stuff. That's why I've been so confused. People are like, he's so amazing. And then like the few things I've watched, I've been like, I don't know. Maybe it's just not for me. I'm not sure yet.
I need to watch. I was told by Eli to watch Lost Highway. And they have on their letterbox, that's like one of the characters in the movie is, and I just realized this last night, is one of the characters from Lost Highway. And there's a really surreal scene where he's like, I'm already in your house. You invited me in. And he was like, call me. And he hands him his phone, and he calls his home phone number, and he's like, the guy who's standing in front of him is also on the phone. And it's just it's very strange.
Well,
but
Gavin,
I need to watch that movie.
I don't know what you're doing for the rest of the night, but maybe we could do a little movie night.
Yeah, I'll have to find it.
Maybe we can.
Hopefully this doesn't crash my internet.
Yeah, Gavin's in a real internet hole recently. But yeah, rest in peace of the man. Despite whether or not I am into his stuff or not, it certainly has a huge influence on everything, really. I mean, like half this, like I know, like editing influences that I've gotten from his stuff came from his stuff, like with weird droning things and like drones, especially droning sounds is a massive Lynch thing. And dude, like despite having only seen a half episode of Twin Peaks, it gives me that music gives me goosebumps. It's so fucking good. And that guy, his composer, I think passed away last year or maybe 2 years ago.
Yep.
But that music is so good. It's so fucking good and beautiful. And his title sequences, amazing. Amazing. There's so much great stuff. It's awesome. He huge impact he made for sure. But was suffering with, I believe, emphysema for a long time.
Yeah,
was a big
he is,
smoker.
He made a public statement that he is suffering from emphysema.
Yep.
And people were mentioning that the wildfires probably didn't help his situation.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go around pointing fingers.
Yeah.
You know.
And there was some divisiveness online about that as well.
Of course, because we have to make everything into a fucking pissing
Fight.
match. Yeah, it's so ridiculous. Let the man, he hasn't even been dead for a fucking day. Let him rest.
No, literally not even a full day.
God,
people were already
so
arguing
stupid.
about cause of death.
But speaking of the fires, that gives me a good segue. Just an update on it in general. Things are looking much better out here. Winds have died way down. They're getting it more contained, and seems like conditions are getting better. It's still really dry out here, more than usual, and it's still kind of the outlook of precipitation is not great. So hoping that comes, that'll definitely help things. But yeah, getting it more contained, things are looking better. The production company that I'm a producer for, Forever Dog, did a donation drive yesterday, and I went and dropped some stuff off there. So that was great. I'm glad that they were able to do that. So shout out to them for putting that together. Air quality has been a very interesting thing, because the day after I guess a few days after, I don't know, one of the days after, like when it was kind of starting to die down a little bit, the air quality was bad for that day for sure. And I think that was the day I went and saw The Brutalist, just to get out and stop being glued to the news, and, you know, because I wasn't in immediate danger. Air quality was bad that day, so I wore a mask, of course. And then it was weird, because after that, the air quality just got better. It was like good. It was in the green. I checked the air quality index on the weather app, which is what I've been basing it off of. And because I had heard on the news, if the air quality index is above 100, you should strongly consider wearing a mask for your own health and safety. And then I was still seeing a lot of posts from a handful of people, very specific people, saying wear a mask. And I was like, but the air quality's good. I'm like so confused about all of this. And then I finally saw a post that said, even if the air quality index is good, you should still consider wearing a mask, because the air quality index doesn't measure for asbestos and all this other stuff and other chemicals that are being burnt. And I was like, okay, I'm like, that makes sense. And then I went on this post and was looking in the comments, and people were asking very legit questions that I had. And the person who posted it was like, I don't know, I'm waiting for I'll have to wait for the experts to give an answer on this, and I'll let you know. And I was like, so you're just like shit posting this thing that you don't really even truly know? Right. I was like, what the fuck? But then I saw a news post about it that reiterated the same stuff, and I was like, okay, so this sounds like this is true, but there's still no way to like measure that. And so I'm just like, obviously it's safer to wear one than to not wear one. So probably a good idea to wear one. I admittedly haven't been since that first day. I don't know. I don't know. It's not like I'm going outside for that long. You know, I'm going and running errands. I don't know. It's probably not a bad idea, but I will say this fucking blew my mind. And I really only saw it from like two people. So I will hyperbolize a bit here, but I saw two different people that are like influencers, I'll just say, to not be specific, like shaming, trying to like publicly shame people for not wearing a mask. And I was like, motherfucker, this isn't COVID. Like, it's strongly considered to wear a mask for your own health and safety.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing. You should be doing
protecting
that.
Other people.
Yeah, you should be protecting yourself. But like, what are you like, who cares if someone doesn't want to wear it? Like, that's their own fucking fault. They're not going to give you like ash and smoke into your lungs by not wearing one. I was like, what are we fucking doing?
No,
I was like, this is hilarious.
Dude, don't you know, like, everybody carries around a tube and you blow into each other's throats everywhere. Especially out there, yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, I was like, you people are so fucking dumb. Like, there's two sides, like on both sides of the political spectrum, if we want to make it a two-sided thing. There are certain people who just believe anything on both sides.
On both sides, yeah.
I'm
fallen victim.
reminded of that very often. Yeah, but you're not a fucking idiot. Like, you don't believe like really,
really deep, intense.
Yeah, like whenever I brought up that thing about someone posting, like repost this on your story, or if like you don't want Meta to steal your data.
Oh yeah.
That was from someone like not pretty far on the left, but I would say definitely on the left.
Right.
And I was just like, oh, right. There's really fucking stupid people on both sides who are just gullible beyond belief.
Right.
So I don't know. That really floored me. I was like, are we really fucking shaming people for this? Like, what are you doing? I was like, dude, this was the first time I was like, I could relate a little bit with anti-maskers. Like, even though it's a completely different fucking thing, don't get me wrong. When COVID was going on, I was a big fucking wear a mask, maybe not so publicly, but definitely shaming people for not doing it. So
you were a big Fauci head.
I was a big Fauci ouchie guy. I got Fauci's name tattooed right above my heart.
Yeah.
Just to remember him. Rest in peace, Dr. Fauci. He died, but they have another Fauci here on Earth.
Yeah, they actually enact a new Fauci every year. It's like the Pope.
It's like the Pope. If you see air particles like asbestos smoke,
like a
going into
plume of
the
smoke
air,
coming out of the White House or the FDA, they've selected a new Fauci.
That's how you know.
That's a
Just
title.
So you guys know.
It's not a name. It's a title.
Yeah, it's a title. Fauci is not a last name. That's the title. It's Latin. It's Latin for doctor, for grand doctor. He's the grand doctor.
He's the grand doctor. That's what they call him.
That's what we called my grandpa too. But it turns out he wasn't a gynecologist.
Well, he just really liked looking.
He really liked looking south.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the update on the fire. A really quick thing before about the fire. I was never in any immediate danger, thankfully. Was never in an evacuation zone or warning or anything. But Friday, after we recorded last week and after office hours recorded, I just went to look. I had my windows open just to see smoke or anything, or just keep my head on a swivel. I look out my back window, and I'm like, I just see the furthest hill line out. I can see glowing orange and seeing actual flames. That was the first time I had seen flames since all this started, and I'm pretty far away from it, or at least I thought so, because I have a fire on both sides of me, out both windows, but I can't see that one at all. And that the one that's out this window, I'm pointing over here, is closer, quite a bit closer. The one out that window, the back window, is way far away. Wasn't even worried about that one reaching here.
Right.
And then all of a sudden I can fucking see it. I was like, that really freaked me out, because I was did not expect that. And then it also just fucking blew my mind and realized the scale of these fires, because they started at the ocean, and it takes me without traffic still 30 minutes to get to Will Rogers Beach, where it started, to the Palisades. So the fact that it made it up as far as where I can see it, still probably 15, 20 minutes away, maybe more 15 away. It's fucking crazy, just scary how widespread this thing got. And thank God it's getting under control. But yeah, man, still heart goes out to all those people, and love seeing the outpouring of love and donations online that people are posting.
Oh yeah,
it's great.
Yeah.
So anyways, hopefully that is the last time I have to cover the fires. Still getting texts from people. Are you safe, Mike? Yep. All good. Yeah, that was something that I was talking about with some people. They're like, how overwhelmed are you by people texting you? And I was like, I'm not overwhelmed. I'm very thankful about it. But now I'm at the point where it's all right, I'll let you know if there's any problems. That's why I was
got
posting stuff on my story. It wasn't to be like, "Whoa, look at me! I'm out here in LA." It was like, "Here's what's going on," in case you're asking.
I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good.
I'm good. Or here's the fires. I can see them. Scary. Don't ask how the fires are. There they are. So, I don't know. Anyways, let's talk about Inauguration Day, which everybody's experiencing right now. I can't wait to watch it. I can't wait to be outside for it. It's an outdoor event. One of my favorite outdoor events.
Yeah.
I can't wait to just be out there and experience it. As I'm sure as many of you are. It's always outdoors.
No.
What do you mean? What?
Carson, you didn't hear?
What?
They're moving the inauguration indoors.
How are they gonna do that?
They're moving it
Okay, but it's always outside.
indoors.
But it's always outside.
They're moving it indoors.
Okay, so tell me about this, dude. What is happening? I'll pull this up for the people at home.
So get this.
So get this.
This is from one of our favorite left-leaning, failing fake news,
That's true.
CNN.
I hope they get
President-
banned off the internet. Sorry.
They will, and I hope they do.
I hope they
Free
do.
press is bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah. I want my press to be policed and run by the government.
Please and thank you.
And please bend me over your knee and spank me.
Right.
Thank you, President Trump.
Thank you, President Trump. We're slowly putting in these 200 thank you, President Trumps throughout the episode.
Yeah, they're scattered throughout. We got guests coming up, guys, so
Yeah, don't worry about
just
it.
hang on.
So this is President Donald Trump's inauguration will be moved indoors, he announced Friday, due to, quote, dangerously cold temperatures projected in the nation's capital. Quote, I have ordered the
Come on. Yeah, come on.
Sorry. I have ordered the inauguration address, in addition to prayers and other speeches, to be delivered in the United States Capitol Rotunda, as was used by Ronald Reagan in 1985, also because of very cold weather. We will open the Capital One Arena on Monday for live viewing of this historic event and to host the presidential parade. I will join the crowd at Capital One after my swearing in.
Capital One? Is that a stadium?
That's where the Washington Wizards play, is Capital One.
Oh, I really, whenever I was like, we will be open Capitol Arena on Monday for a live view. I was thinking of WWE, and I wish I had an echo. So Ronald Reagan's inauguration was indoors too.
Yeah.
So is this presidency going to be as good as Ronald Reagan's?
Guys, get
Guys.
this.
Get this.
This means that basically we're going to have a second Reagan stepping into office when Donald Trump gets in. That I actually have genuinely gotten that guy that goes, big news. Big news.
Big news.
Big news.
Big.
I've gotten him on my he stopped doing that, but
Aw.
he started to do more like tamer intros, but
I get
anyway, he's moving it inside because it's too damn cold. It's gonna be in the let's go Washington DC weather
What's the rotunda, by the way?
at the Capitol building. They have a rotunda at the Capitol
I'm searching up the rotunda because I got to
where Congress is.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
on
what I was
Monday it's
assuming.
going to be 25 degrees is the high,
Okay. That's pretty
and probably around the
Oh,
time
yeah,
of the inauguration, which is Monday, correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
it's going to be
right
like
on.
I think it's around like what time is the inauguration? Anyway, don't care. It's going to be like 23.
Well, what time is it, dude? I got to watch it. I'm taking off work.
Fuck.
Actually, I probably will literally be producing a live show during that time. Co-producing, of course.
Noon Eastern time. So
Oh,
9
wow.
a.m.
Okay.
Pacific.
Okay, so I
here's-
would definitely not be.
Here's
watching.
what the CNN article does say is that officials are worried about the low temperatures being a health risk to attendees and guests, a concern Trump voiced on Friday. I don't want people hurt or injured in any way. It is dangerous conditions for the tens of thousands of law enforcement, first responders, police canines, and even horses, and hundreds of thousands of supporters that will be outside for many hours on the 20th. In any event, if you decide to come, dress warmly. The last president to be sworn indoors was Reagan in 1985 when daytime temperatures dipped to 7 degrees with a wind chill of -25.
That's pretty
Reagan
cool.
took the oath of office inside the Capitol Rotunda. His inaugural parade was canceled. Famously, President William Henry Harrison is widely believed to have caught a cold during his 1841 inaugural ceremony, during which he gave a 2-hour-long speech and wore no coat or hat, and later died of pneumonia 1 month later after his inauguration.
What a legend. Legend.
And I was
dude.
led to believe that so many people were. They say that we're probably more alpha than the other people, but frankly, I'd say probably we're more smarter than even you because we are moving it inside where I won't get cold.
Why? I mean, yeah, but Trump is so alpha that he should just do it outside with no coat
yeah.
or hat or anything.
Do you know how badass that would be?
That would be
Trump,
so
you're doing the
badass.
wrong thing. You gotta bring it outside.
Yeah, and then we'll just see what's up in a month. So that's pretty cool. So that's really exciting. I'm really excited to watch that. I will literally not be able to watch it, which is probably good because otherwise I would and be just glued to it. I'm just
But
upset.
Carson, you
that
bring really exciting news. I see on the doc.
I do bring really exciting news because let's switch this over. The Village People to perform at multiple Trump inauguration events, band says. Lead singer Victor Willis said he hopes the band's disco hit YMCA helps bring the country together after a tumultuous, divided campaign. I think that's what's going to do it. Willis said, we believe that
The
music...
people love YMCA.
We
don't
believe that music is non-political and that YMCA is a song that may help bring the country together. Therefore, we will participate in several inaugural events, the Village People said in an emailed statement. So that's pretty cool. We love YMCA. We love the Village People. We love their we love everything they do. We love the leather man
YMCA.
and the construction worker. I just wanted to read this little thing. Willis last month defended Trump's use of YMCA at a campaign rallies and denied that the song is a, quote, gay anthem. The 1978 disco hit spiked in listenership in November after it secured a spot on Trump's campaign playlist data shows. It is not a gay anthem, even though there is a leather daddy in it. But he is not gay. He's just a leather guy. It's literally just a big, you know what I'm talking about? The leather guy?
Yeah, I
It's
know
like
what you're
the
talking about.
cop.
It's literally just, he's got little like BDSM gear on.
Yeah, when I was growing up, I was like, oh, it's a cop. I never knew. I didn't have any idea it was
That's a
leather
cop.
guy.
He's got the cop hat on.
Yeah, I was like, you got the construction worker, you got the Indian,
You got the cop.
you got the white guy
With no
as
shirt
you got
on.
the white guy who's dressed up as an Indian, you got the sailor and the cop,
And the cop.
the
with no
police
shirt on.
officer. Which it is so weird because they're all like essentially normal people in their either work outfits or native dress. And then you have a BDSM guy for some reason.
Carson, you don't know. That's sex work right there. That's sex work. That's still work.
That is, well, I guess it could be considered that. Usually people would wear that to like go out to clubs and stuff. I don't
Oh,
know.
not today's world. That's why they're bringing it. That's why the
That's
OC is going to
true.
bring it. That's why I can't go bring it. Yeah.
I mean, I know so many sex workers
Yourself.
that wear leather.
Around too, out in public.
Oh, yeah, just everywhere. Oh, just everywhere. I wanted to talk about something I don't honestly know much about, but the TikTok ban is honestly like the biggest deal right now because by the time this comes out,
it will be gone.
It could be. I'm hearing now that it's getting delayed again. I'm hearing like 17,000 different fucking things, and everything I just see the article and then I ignore it.
The Supreme Court did rule 9-0 in favor of the TikTok ban earlier this morning.
Damn. Not surprising, but
Yeah, not surprising. Here's where it is interesting is because Donald Trump was the one to first like mention the banning of TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
They introduced the legislation to it. It got pushed off. Joe Biden got into office, still wanted to pursue it, signed the bill. The House and the Senate's passed it, essentially unanimously. Joe Biden signed it. It got challenged through the courts of law all the way up to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court ruled that it was, going to be banned.
Mm-hmm.
And now Donald Trump has the opportunity to save TikTok,
To be the hero.
whenever he gets whenever he gets to be in the White House. And he was the one who initially even started the conversations about that.
Yeah. So he flipped.
So
Sorry, go on. You were
yes.
saying.
No, he flipped the script. He flipped
Yeah.
the script. He's going to make people think that he was the savior, but he was also the purveyor of this band.
But then I'm also seeing it's
This
funny.
ban,
It's
I
funny
should
that
say.
you mentioned that Biden still signed it, because now I'm seeing like he's posting clips and like posting stuff on social media saying we're gonna do what we can to make sure TikTok doesn't get banned.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you did that.
yeah, he
Trump
did that.
started it. You carried it over.
Yeah.
So it's definitely gonna be put the blame on you for sure.
And they didn't realize the implications because people on TikTok started to talk about how their small businesses thrived under TikTok. They were able to reach a wider audience. They were able to
Yeah.
sell things online. They were able to make memes. They were able to do a lot of things that helped their business grow.
Yeah.
And that it's essentially anti-small business to have TikTok banned. And they didn't hear any of that until this hearing in the Supreme Court, and they're like, oh yeah, maybe it isn't a good thing that 7 million people could be out of a job, because that's how many people alleged that they are essentially employed by TikTok, or that are content creators full-time on TikTok.
Well, Gavin, I think that's very sweet, and I think that's a very good way to look at it. But you know damn well they don't give a shit about that.
No,
they
don't.
hear millions of people saying don't ban it, and then they're like, wait a minute, we could get all these people on our side if we say we're going to fight against the ban. That's all they fucking care about. They don't they don't actually care.
No, they don't give
that
a
people's
fuck.
businesses run off of it.
No,
That is a good
they,
way to put it in perspective, because I was about to
Yeah.
be like, I fucking hate TikTok. I don't, but
Yeah, and
I even if I didn't even hear that part of it, I would still say I don't believe it should be banned. I think it essentially there is a lot of good, there is a lot of bad. We don't have to get into the bad of it, but essentially it is a well-run platform, and it makes a lot of people very happy, and it makes people be able to run their businesses and reach wider audiences, and that's the big thing of it, that the way things spread on there is really interesting and kind of beautiful in a way.
very unique.
It's the way that YouTube was and always should be, but it isn't. And they're the only ones that have perfected this. Like, you can be a fucking nobody and get a clip that gets millions of views.
Yep.
Now, does that last for longevity or anything like that? No,
Still
but
up for debate.
I would say no. I don't know. Maybe it's up for debate. Whatever.
There's the sex stories with everything. So
Yeah, there's always sex. So let's
There's
ban
sex stories
TikTok.
with
Let's
everything.
ban TikTok. There's always sex. Yeah, but it's so funny to see the timeline of all of this, and I'm glad that finally people are like, finally get it. We could finally get to see like one of Trump's like lies
yeah,
in action. Like, we've seen him before, but I feel like this is the first time that many people are like,
it's
said you were the one that was wanting to ban this, and now
Yeah.
you're going back on that. I haven't seen any press
say
mention that to
no.
him though. That would be
No.
fun to see. Anyways, guys, happy Inauguration Day. It's what a beautiful day indoors in the rotunda. It's so cool. I'm psyched about it. I'm always excited for a new president. And I think this is the one.
You're right.
Because I think all of this presidency bullshit has been is just trying to find the perfect one, and then we'll just stick with that one.
I was
think
gonna
that's
say,
what we're
isn't that
going
like
for, right?
that's what we're doing? That's what they've been doing
Yeah.
for years.
Yeah, and that's
They
why
just have never been able to find the right one.
that's why William Henry Harrison, he couldn't hack it,
Yeah.
so he got sent to the incinerator. Gavin, tell me what is going on back home because I know it's been cold, and then you got snow, and then you got more snow, and it still ain't warming up.
Yeah, it finally
snow
got up
there.
to about like 45, I think.
Oh,
today.
okay.
So it's still the snow is still on the ground though.
Right. Does this involve
Um,
watching a clip, or is this just an article?
No, this is just article.
Okay. I just wanted to
Just
make
article.
sure. Just article.
Nope, just article. Now it may start playing audio. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is an article from a local news station, Fox 2, and KSCK eventually.
Yeah.
Some residents are growing weary of navigating icy side streets that have shown little improvement during a nearly 2-week period. Quote, "It's terrible," said another resident, Norma Cooper. St. Louis Mayor Tashar Jones and Comptroller Darlene Green exchanged letters on Thursday disagreeing over how private contractors can be paid. The city of St. Louis historically avoided plowing residential side streets due to concerns over damage to parked cars. The city has now started using smaller vehicles to salt some of those streets. On Thursday, the city's streets director revealed she had been given, quote, "incorrect information" by members of her department regarding the status of secondary and hill routes. One day earlier, Bethany Williams briefed members of an aldermanic committee on the status of street cleaning operations. Williams released the following statement that was sent to members of the St. Louis that's a typo there. The St. Louis Board of Aldermen. It says St. L-O-U-S. St. Louis.
Oh, yeah. St. Louis.
Board of Aldermen. After testimony from residents and aldermen yesterday, I drove through some of the neighborhoods where residents had raised complaints about their streets. It was clear that I had been given incorrect information from within the department about the status of our secondary and hill routes. Now, our first priority fix is to get the residential streets salted. Staff are out in the field salting residential streets. As for the incorrect information I was given, the relevant staff are civil service employees, and we will follow the civil service regulations to ensure accountability by staff. So they were told that the streets were salted or that they were fine, that they didn't need to be salted. They were side streets. People can get off them. But there was many a footage that is in that video, but it's not really that important. They were iced over. They were iced over very, very solidly. And it was just like that. And I can also attest to this. I tried shoveling my dad's car out of the snow, and it's a very thick layer of ice that is quite heavy when you try to shovel it with snow on top.
Yeah.
Without it melted. So it's not like it's not like the neighborhood could have came together, kumbaya.
Yeah.
You know, just shovel the streets for everybody.
Yeah.
It's heavy. It's hard work.
It's real stuck in there.
It sucks ass. So then.
Wait, hold on. Is saying kumbaya, is that something you shouldn't say? Does that mean anything?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I didn't.
Just something I'm thinking about on the fly. I didn't mean to put you on the spot there.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll have to look into it, and I apologize if it was, but
I'm just trying to get ahead of this. We're trying to figure this out.
kumbaya, what should I say? Appropriate? Appropriate.
I'm not even spelling it right.
Can you say kumbaya? Okay, that's
Siri, can you say kumbaya to me? I don't even know how to spell it, so I wouldn't even be able to.
It's Kumbaya. That's NPR wrote an article in 2012. When did kumbaya become such a bad thing? Rather than kumbaya representing strength and power and togetherness and harmony as it once did, the word has come to reflect weakness and wimpiness.
Oh, so it's okay. I just want to know where it derived from.
It's like it's American spiritual and folk song.
Yeah, African American spiritual disputed origin. I don't know.
I can't say.
We cannot say,
anyway.
but we're gonna get back to you in episode 300.
St. Louis residents have also not received mail from U.S. Postal Service since the storm hit. Residents say they've had spotty mail service in Southampton for a while, but have never gone this long without getting their mail. More than a week and a half after the winter storm, some St. Louis residents, this was 2 days ago, by the way. Oh, my God. I hate these local news websites. There's so many pop-ups. Holy fuck.
Yeah, on a private window, there's not many, actually.
More than a week and a half after the winter storm, some St. Louis residents still haven't received their mail. Its motto is "We deliver for you," but Terry Ganey said the United States Postal Service hasn't kept that promise for more than 10 days now. Quote, I know we've had a bad snowstorm, and I know the road clogged, but people are getting down our streets. Sidewalks are clear. Steps are clear. We think we should get our mail by now. He said he remembers another old saying that they also aren't delivering on. There's that old adage, right? Through rain, through snow, through sleet, and dark of night, the mail shall go through. That's another typo right there.
Yeah.
It's not happening. Danny lives on Neosho Street in Southampton, I don't know where that is, and is not alone in this. Even 10 minutes up the road on the hill, Ward 5 Alderman Joe Vollmer hasn't received mail at home or his restaurant, Milo's. The U.S. Postal Service before the storm has not been what it used to be to a lot of my residents. I received those calls and have experienced it again myself, where I might not get mail for 2 or 3 days and I'll get a stack of mail. They've seen other carriers like UPS and Amazon drop off packages on their street. 5 on your side saw them too. Our crew saw a USPS truck drive through, but didn't see them deliver anything Wednesday morning. Few streets over, 5 on your side saw a letter carrier who doesn't deliver to Neosho, but said everything is backed up. So basically, they weren't able to get to them because their streets were snowed over, and and Carson, you saw us on Nextdoor last week.
Yeah, which we'll get to here soon.
And this week,
there
is still a huge topic of discussion.
Yep.
And so
every post was about the snow.
It was on St. Louis Reddit a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's still a very big point of contingency in St. Louis. So just some local peek behind the curtains here. There's been some confusion on what the side streets are supposed to look like in the government.
Yeah.
And the government also isn't delivering mail to those streets. So
it's something that I've realized when I kind of somewhat recently is that like whenever you're younger, you always look up to like adults and government and businesses as like, oh, they got everything on lock. They got their shit figured out. And then you get older and you realize that they fuck up all the time. They don't know what they're doing half the time. They like have miscommunications, like such stupid shit all the time. And you're like, oh yeah, right. None of this stuff is perfect at all. And it's like,
and
this
they're
is
also
prime
living
example.
by the seat of their pants.
Yeah, exactly. It was a funny realization I had that I was like, oh yeah, right. Everybody fucks up and like nobody knows what they're doing.
Nobody knows what they're doing.
No, at all. I will say that the USPS has always had their through rain or shine, through anything will deliver the mail. And it's like, it's actually good that they're not, because they really shouldn't be risking fucking hardworking people that they work their ass off to fucking literally risk their lives to get your fucking mail. Like, you can wait. You're going to be okay. And also, I'm almost 100% sure you could go to the post office and pick your mail up yourself if it's that important.
That's true.
Like, if it's over a week, then that's a problem that you haven't got your mail delivered. If it's less than that, nothing is that urgent. I promise you. And if you really need it, you can arrange with them to go pick it up. For
sure. A lot of bills, if bills need to get paid, you could pay them online. You could call the company, and
you get billed like a month in advance before it's due. You're gonna be okay. And also, like, be on top of your shit anyways, so you don't get in a fucking situation like this. People love to put their blame on other people when it's like, no, just have your fucking shit figured out. Entitlement. We love it.
Easy for you to say.
Easy for you to say. You live in Los Angeles. Here we go. This is what I'm excited about.
Gavin's Techno World is making its return for 2025.
This year ain't gonna be so bad after all. Gavin's Techno World is back.
After many, I might be lagging my dick off right now. By the way, I'm lagging on my own side.
It's all right. It's not that bad. A little choppy.
After many a month of leaks, speculation, the Nintendo Switch 2 was finally announced yesterday morning.
Whoa. I actually did not hear anything
Thursday.
about this.
So there is, they released a trailer video on their Twitter, and it's a promo video, and you're probably going to see the commercial at some point whenever you're watching any news media.
Yeah, whatever.
YouTube, anything. This is an article from The Verge. Nintendo shared the first details about the Nintendo Switch 2 in a video published Thursday. Nintendo doesn't give a specific release date for the console besides 2025. The console looks a lot like the original, but it's bigger. In the video, the Joy-Con controllers are black with colored accents instead of colored with black accents. In the video, the Joy-Con controllers are, and they attach to the side of the console instead of sliding on and off. They're magnetic. They kind of click on. The Joy-Cons appear to snap on quite easily, and leaks have suggested that they could be attached through magnets. There's a new button under the home button on the right Joy-Con, and which did show up in leaks as well. The video appears to show the Joy-Cons being used similarly to a mouse. It kind of like they're like sliding around on a desk. The SL and SR buttons on the Joy-Cons are bigger than they are on the original Switch Joy-Cons. On top of the Switch 2, there's a new USB-C port next to the 3.5mm headphone jack, which is rare nowadays. You don't get a headphone jack on many things. The kickstand has a new design. It's shaped more like a U, and it can go way lower. The Switch 2 has a more rounded design, and like with the original Switch, there will also be a separate controller grip that you can snap the Joy-Cons into. The only game shown is what appears to be a new Mario Kart title, but the console will be backward compatible with both physical and digital Nintendo Switch games, though the video cautions that certain Nintendo Switch games may not be supported on or fully compatible with Nintendo Switch 2.
Of course.
Nintendo is promising to share more details on a Nintendo Switch 2 Focus Direct on April 2nd, 2025. The specific time will be shared, quote, at a later date. Your first chance to try it could come in a series of events in New York, Los Angeles, and Dallas. They're scheduled to be scheduled over several days later in April, and there is ticket registration that will be available here on Nintendo's website starting on January 17th at 3 p.m. Eastern.
I was playing this video in the background while you were announcing that, and it looks very interesting. That mouse thing
could be a big
makes me
play.
very curious.
Yeah, I think. Also, I've heard that it's going to be running NVIDIA graphics and it's an NVIDIA display, so it's gonna look really well done. The people were alleging the pixel density is very nice. So
Okay.
it may be a 1080p, but it's like looks good.
Yeah.
And I just hope that it's basically still could be considered like next gen, so that we don't have to keep working on developers don't have to keep working on PS4 and Xbox One games, so that they can finally retire that generation altogether.
Yeah.
Which will now hopefully include the Nintendo Switch 1.
Okay.
I've seen a lot of people argue about Nintendo Switch 2 being the name, and I'd argue it's a much better name than the Wii U. Because if you recall, I don't remember hearing about the Wii U at all, other than it's a gamepad, right? That was literally all I heard about it, and I didn't know it was an entirely separate console.
I remember hearing a lot about it at the time, but that was when I was more into video games. But you're right, it fell off quick.
Yeah, it was like all I knew was that it was a gamepad and that you could do stuff on it, but I didn't realize it was a whole nother like Wii console. You could do it like a Wii console.
It was a clunky giant piece of junk.
Yeah, and this, I will say, the Nintendo Switch does look pretty slick, in my opinion. I think
it is really cool.
Yeah,
but I don't like. I'm not a gamer in general, and I was gonna say this now. I've been thinking about it for a while, but I'm strongly gotta go. I'm strongly considering that maybe I'll get a gaming console this year. Just to
and you can play Fortnite on this.
Yeah, you can play Fortnite on Nintendo Switch.
Yes.
Well, then that might put my next point to moot, because I was gonna say I don't know if I want to buy a Switch because like I don't really. I mean, I don't really play games in general, but I don't really. There's not a ton of like Nintendo games I really give a shit about.
Right.
But like literally, I mean, I would literally be buying something to play Fortnite on. Like,
yeah,
I don't know what else I would play. Like, I really don't. I don't want to play MLB The Show. I don't, like
you can play MLB The Show on this as well.
Okay.
More likely than not.
I wouldn't, but that's good to know. So I don't know. Let me know at home. I'm going to do a little call to action for the first time ever. Let me know at home. What is the best gaming system I should buy to pretty much only play Fortnite? And maybe like a Call of Duty or something at some point. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I mean is that like I feel like I hope that this console will be able to handle games such as
Yeah.
like a Call of Duty, like something that you would want to play.
Yeah. But I think
and
you told me that I shouldn't buy an Xbox and I should get a PlayStation. Didn't you tell me that?
I believe I did. Yeah.
Do you still stand behind that?
To an extent, if you want to play Spider-Man,
I don't.
if you want to play Spider-Man, you can play that on PlayStation.
Okay.
But I feel like a lot of people have PlayStation. It seems to work a lot better. But the Xbox does have Game Pass, so you could pay like I think it's like $22 a month an hour or something like that for quote unquote unlimited games, and you can download them and you want to try them out. And they also had Call of Duty on there. They'll have MLB The Show on Game Pass. So if you were to get an Xbox, you would be able to play those games essentially right out the box. Because more than likely you'll be able to have like a 3-month Xbox Game Pass free trial with a purchase of an Xbox Series X. So
it's pretty nice. I'm thinking about doing it. I'm considering it. Finally just doing it. Income's a little nicer this year, so I'm kind of like maybe I could do it as a little treat at some point.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it'd be awesome to have you alongside our gaming sessions.
Because it's like,
finally be able to run a full squad on Fortnite.
Right. It's like, I don't know. It's fun enough. I think I'll have more. I don't know if I'll have more free time, but it would be nice to do that.
It would be nice to have a leisure activity, but
I'll think about it. We'll talk about it more.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. We can go in depth.
I'll talk with my brother too. Big gamer.
Yeah, I can bring up I'll bring up some statistics, but there's not much of a difference. It's really just what games are exclusive.
Yeah.
But I do feel like at this point in the life cycle, I feel like Xbox is more of like a if you're there's a lot more backwards compatible. You have Game Pass. You have a lot of day one releases like Call of Duty, like MLB The Show. And I think even through Game Pass, you can even get like a EA pass, so you can get like 15-20% off EA games. So like Madden, college football. I'm just throwing names.
No,
I'm just throwing names.
I appreciate that.
Just selling
so I
points.
shouldn't buy a Nintendo Switch too.
I have had a lot of fun on the Nintendo Switch I've never owned.
Yeah.
So I will tell you that it's great for having a group of friends over. It is a great party vehicle.
That is true.
It is especially with Mario Party and Mario Kart.
Yeah.
It is a great party vehicle.
That's true. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll probably get an Xbox though, if I had to guess.
I mean, do whatever you want to do, man. I can't. I'm not going to
do
sway
whatever
you.
you want. Jesus Christ.
The next thing in Gavin's Techno World is a Polygon article, which was also taken from I think a Guardian article or Guardian TikTok, I believe, is what I pulled up here. But this is a fantastic adaptation of Doom. This is one of the best ones that I feel like I've seen. I've seen some pretty funny ones. I've seen like I've seen like a crazy gun mod on there, but this is essentially a standalone Doom game. It's Doom, but wine in an art gallery instead of monsters in hell.
Okay. Which I've always preferred more.
Yeah.
I'm more of a wine in an art gallery kind
of guy.
And
I think you could probably play this on the MacBook right now, to be quite honest with you. It's free.
Probably good.
Who knew Doom Guy was so cultured? Doom, the gallery experience, is a silly little recreation of Doom, but with wine and art instead of demons in hell. You can play it for free right now on itch.io. Created by Filippo Meozzi and Liam Stone, Doom, the gallery experience, is described as a parody of the wonderfully pretentious world of gallery openings. And it's beautiful. Doom Guy, donning glasses instead of a helmet, casually sips wine and contemplates a variety of art from different cultures and eras. You'll find some money laying around, used to purchase items in the gift shop, as well as hors d'oeuvres that'll fill up your cheese meter, which is essential. To put it simply, it's a new age, and E1M1 hangar has been renovated for the art lovers. Beyond contemplating the beauty of art recreated in the style of Doom, you can also click links attached to each piece to learn more on the Metropolitan Museum of Art's website. And there is a video there's like a video on the article from Blue Sky, but I think that's more attached to the TikTok video.
So is this a flash thing? Can I just pull this up and like play it right now?
I think so. Yeah.
Well, why don't we try? Let me switch back and I'll
Yeah.
get that.
Well, I don't know if we could try it. We could try it.
I'll give it a shot. I can feed it to you.
Yeah.
Oh no, it is a download.
It's a
It looks
download.
like. Yeah.
Yeah.
It says download now. Oh wait, no, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Let me see. It's not. Okay, let me switch so you can watch this.
Okay.
Here we go.
This is a first. This is a It Takes All Kinds podcast, first in 2025.
We're gaming, guys. I'm not gonna be able to. I can probably. No, I can't zoom in. Why can't I zoom in? Can I really not zoom in? Okay, that's fine. Here we go. New game. Sorry, it's in such a weird window. How do I? Oh, WASD.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been a while since I've played a game. Well, this is like really sensitive for some reason. I like can't. How do I look up? I can't look up. Oh,
You picked up some cash.
picked those up. That's pretty good. Let's walk around a little bit.
Yeah.
Hmm,
So
very
you can
nice.
click on the art too.
Get some cash. Oh, it's like looks like a Minecraft. I don't know why my mouse keeps like moving.
Yeah, it might just be that the game the way it's working on the website.
Wait, listen to him.
Yeah.
Hold on, okay, how do I? No, that's just can't.
Do you do 2 clicks maybe, like 2 fingers for a
Yeah,
click?
let me.
Yeah.
Nativity.
Nativity.
Oh,
Botticelli.
Botticelli. Can I go in here? No.
No.
Where's the cheese at? Wow, this is really interesting. Is this cheese?
Yeah, there's hors d'oeuvres.
Cheese meter's up to 20%, guys. What's up, chat? We got the
Oh,
cheese meter
there it
up.
is. There it is.
Let's try and collect it all quick. We're doing it quick. We're gonna do this quick. Gotta get the cheese. This is it? More cheese.
There you go.
I gotta get the cheese all the way up to see what happens. Hang on. Oh, there's more cheese.
Yeah, keep going around the corner.
Oh,
there.
there's
Yep.
more. Okay, here we go.
Yeah. Yep.
Egyptian. Hold on, let's read.
there we go.
I want to read about this one. Oh, cool. And it takes you to that link. Cool. I'm into that.
Yeah.
100% cheese
100%.
meter. All right, guys. You know what that means? We're gonna do a big giveaway. Is there anywhere else? I really just want to explore this now.
The wine. There's wine.
Oh,
There's wine on the ground.
wait,
Turn
there's more
around.
wine?
Yeah, right there.
Nice. Picked it
There you
up. It's cool. I got to reload. Get all this cash. I'm earning a lot of money. Is this water? No.
Oh, there's
more
wine.
Fuck.
Wine to your right.
That's all right. I'll just get this one. I'm doing a speed run. Oh, is it? I think it's
Oh,
the
George.
end of it. Or do I
There
have
you
to
go.
unlock these
110%
doors?
cheese.
What's
No,
the
I don't
exit?
think so. Yeah.
No. Well, that's it.
Well, yeah, this is great. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
this is awesome. What's this? Oh, it's the
Oh yeah,
game.
that's the game. You can buy it.
Oh, I can buy stuff.
Yeah. Go
don't
get
have enough
go
money,
collect some
though.
cash.
Fuck.
Dude.
Oh, I can buy this though. Let's buy this.
Yeah.
Sick.
I don't know where it
I don't know where it
goes.
went, but I bought it. That's pretty cool.
There's cash on the ground.
This is great. I can buy some socks. Some Doom socks. Yeah, I want to buy those. Fuck it, dude. Bag? 138 for a bag? That's highway robbery. How much is this guy? 14? Yeah,
Toilet
whatever.
jar.
Got it. All right, cool.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
love this. This is great. Now, how do I get
Yeah,
out of
isn't
here?
that cool?
There we go. That's very, very fun.
So
what
I
if
think
what if I just looked down and it wasn't even recording that part of the screen?
I'm not sure what would happen. It would just sound like I'm crazy.
It would just sound like a high art music and slurping
Yeah.
at random times.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Isn't that cool? I think that's very endearing. I think that they did a great job with that.
I love that. I
So-
love stupid little things like that. Very cool, Gavin.
Yeah,
Is that
that's
the
what-
end of the Gavin's Techno World? That answers it. Let's move into another segment we haven't done in a while and act like I'm not just doing this intro over again. Nextdoor Drama, guys, a segment we do every once in a while. We revisit one of our favorite segments, one of our only segments Very, very fun. We go to the infamous Nextdoor blog posting website, which is a website for your neighborhood where people can post whatever is going on, and it's always bonkers. We still dip into the St. Louis suburbs Nextdoor, as we call it. Don't really dip into the one out here because I did once and there was nothing because it's too highly moderated and I need less moderation, just like Mark Zuckerberg. This week's Nextdoor Drama, as we've been hinting at, is about snow. It's titled, "This Storm Literally Just Ended, Like What Do You Expect?" Which kind of goes into what I was saying about the USPS. I will be playing Stoney, and no, I'm not talking about Post Malone. Gavin will be playing Pamela, not Anderson, and we are both angry about snow. That's saying much else. Play the Nextdoor Drama intro song, and we'll get right into it. Oh, gotta actually hit play on it. Yeah, I did it right that time. Yeah. Yeah. This week on Nextdoor Drama. I am completely flabbergasted at all the posts about why their streets are not plowed. Like, come on, guys, give them a break. This storm literally just ended. Like, what do you expect them to do? Ride through the town with a blowtorch to melt all the snow? I'm sure everybody in the city would like to get out of their house and do what they need to do, but some people can't. Some people have to stay home, and that includes you.
We pay taxes and condo fees for the streets to be treated. Shrugging emoji. It's a shame that they showed all the salt emoji, trucks, but didn't treat a lot of our residents like disgusting couldn't get out if one had too lazy bowl.
As much as we would like the whole world to revolve around us, it doesn't. Shrugging emoji.
What world? Shrugging emoji. We are not of this world. Thinking emoji.
OMG, get help, B.
Good. Comment. Docs.
Fun one.
I didn't realize just how inconceivable my comment was. Like, you cannot comprehend that at all.
Yeah, no, not at all. I don't know what Pamela is talking about.
Didn't treat a lot of our residents like disgusting. Couldn't get out if one had to. Lazy both. I feel like that was supposed to be lazy bitch.
Yeah. Had to lazy both. Like disgusting. They treat a lot of our residents like disgusting. I hate getting treated like disgusting. We're not of this world. And that was, besides that last comment, exactly how that interaction went. No more, no less.
I love it.
That last comment was just added in for good effect. Good effect, I should say. We love it. We love Nextdoor. It just keeps giving, folks. It doesn't stop. We love it. Moving on, though. Last segment of the day, Gavin, of course, What You Listening To, a weekly segment we do every single week, pretty much since the very beginning, like episode 3, I think we decided. So not quite 200 episodes. We'll celebrate the 200th What You Listening To in a couple episodes.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that. We recommend a song, album, or artist to each other, to the audience, what we've been listening to. Gavin, what are you spinning on the turntables this week?
I'm still listening to Wind and Wuthering by
course.
Genesis. And this week, I'm listening to Titanic Rising by Wise Blood again, a million times over. Fantastic album, front to back. I love this album so much. And even learned there's even more songs on this album that I love. There's a song, Wild Time, which is towards the end of the album, that is fantastic. I need to get these posted. I am so sorry.
That is okay. We can do it anytime. This week, I'm listening to a brand new album. Could it make it all the way to the end of my best albums of the year? We'll see. It's pretty fucking good. And that is Keep Planting Flowers, by Stick to Your Guns. A hardcore band I have never heard of. They're from Orange County. I'm literally just reading about them right now. Yeah, I don't know anything about them. They're very similar to a lot of other hardcore bands, which is okay. I do like some difference, and I didn't quite get that with this one, but they worked with a lot of great people. There's a feature from See You Space Cowboy, a band I really like, which actually might have broken up over the past week, which would really fucking suck.
Oh, no!
Yeah, that's kind of a bummer that no real clear answer on that, but I saw some things. So that would really be a bummer. Terror, older hardcore band. It's great. And they worked, as far as I know, I don't really understand, know in what capacity, maybe just on a song or two, worked with Isaac Hale of Knocked Loose. Couldn't think of it there for a second. Because I know he helps a lot of bands out with writing some tracks. So pretty cool. Yeah, really, really, really well-rounded, good hardcore album that I'm really enjoying. So far, my favorite album of the year.
Who would have thought?
A couple weeks in. Yeah, very good. Been listening to that a lot recently. I think that'll do it. 200 episodes, folks. Really is a big deal. Obviously, we made a joke. This wasn't a out of the ordinary episode, so to speak, but yeah, it's been crazy. It's crazy how far we've come and where we started, and to think back on what we were both doing when we started this. Gavin's still in college, so I guess maybe not much has changed, but
I'm almost done. Come
he's
May, I'm
almost
done.
there. Maybe 250 he'll be done.
Yeah,
hopefully before that.
Hopefully before that.
I think before then he'll be done. Yeah, it's crazy. It's I need to go back and listen to some of those episodes and be like, holy shit, we have come a long way and done a lot of cool things since then, and still have plans to do even bigger things. Some ideas of certain things floating around right now. I wanted to say this at the top and I didn't get a chance to, but despite everything around us being a really shit year, personally, this year is looking like it's going to be great. A lot of awesome things are happening. Personally, again, sorry, but I don't want to brag or anything, that I've still yet to share with you guys and can't wait to. I'm just kind of waiting until the timing feels right to drop some of this news, but some of it could even be beneficial to the show.
Who knows?
Who knows, folks? But we'll see you next week. Thanks for being here, and thanks for tuning in. Gavin, any last parting words from you?
It's been a great couple. We're almost on 4 years. Right?
Yeah, 4 years in
4 years.
March.
Yeah,
we'll have a big episode for that.
Yep, big planned episode, just like this one.
Guess.
So yeah, keep watching, keep listening, keep surviving, keep living. Better days are ahead.
In about 4 years. Maybe.